Midel,
Yes, ma'am.
let them open their videos.
Guys,
Either video.
kindly open your videos so that I can see your face.
Yung camera ka. Kasi na hindi lahat naka-open. You open so I can check your attendance. Pag di naka-open, di ko check. I will not consider present if you are not opening your cameras. Please open them. John Rick, Vincent, Shahaina, thank you, Midel. You can continue.
Yes, ma'am. Class, tapos na kayo?
Hindi pa, sir.
Sige. You have 3 minutes more. Doon sa kakapasok lang, you have to find difficult words in your story. 5 difficult words or at least 5 difficult words. Vocabularies. Sa mga kapapasok lang, you have 2 minutes to go.
Ang liwanag lang.
Okay na, class? Okay, time's up. Tapos na yung oras natin. Meron na kayong vocabularies. You already find your vocabularies in your story. The ape, the snake, and the lion. Sa inyo muna yung vocabularies nyo and then we are going to unlock them afterwards. Okay? Okay, let's start with the discussion. Okay. The story that we're going to tackle today, or we're going to read today, is an example of a Zanzibar tales from Africa. It originates from Africa and told by natives of the east coast of Africa. So, guys, for you, what do you think is a folk tale? Anyone can answer, or no one will volunteer? I will call your names. Okay? The first one that appear in my is Kent Adam Cargo. Mr. Cargo, what is a folktale? It's a recall. You're going just to recall it. And what is a folktale? Mr. Cargo.
Di ko po alam, sir.
Anyone? Miss Bueno?
Hindi ko din alam, sir.
Okay. Okay, let us define folktale. When we say folktale, it's a genre. It's a folktale is a folklore genre that typically consists of a story that is being passed down from generation to generation. Big sabihin, chismis lang siya. Hindi lang yung chismis, naging ko na siya, naging story siya. Kunwari, meron lang siya akong chismis sa simple. Tapos pag napunta doon sa ibang tao, kwento ko sa ibang tao, di ba kapag chismis kasi is meron siyang dinadagdagan or bawas. Di ba, right? So, parang gano'n din yung folktale. Napapasa siya generation to generation. Especially, kunwari ako natanggap ko yung story na yon, and then I will pass it to my child or to my...
Excuse me,
Yes, ma'am.
Midel,
Yes, ma'am.
may nagpapa-admit. May nagpapa-admit, paki-check mo nga.
Ay,
Thank
okay,
you.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you can continue. Salamat.
Yes, ma'am. Going back to the topic. It's very simple. Folktales is a story passed generation to generation. That's a folktale. So our tale for today is an example of a folktale. Okay, the next one. Okay, these are the vocabularies that you're going to found in your story. So tignan nyo if yung hinanap yung vocabulary is in there. And then you are going to submit that to me. Send it to me. Doon ka magkakaroon ng grade. Please submit it now. Just show your paper to the camera and I will see it because this video is recorded. So I can see if someone did their homework, their task or not. Let me see. Where's the vocabulary? I think no one did the vocabulary finding. Okay, first one is the desolate. You can find desolate in the story. Desolate means barren or laid waste. When you say barren, walang kabuhay-buhay. It's barren. There's no, it's an open space. Next one is the wretch, a person in a very unhappy or unfortunate state. The next one is the pawpaws, is a fruit with a green skin, sweet yellow flesh, or in short, it's a papaya. Okay, calabash, an average tropical American tree which bears fruit in the form of large woody gourds. A calabash is an example of just like a coconut. Tapos pag hinati mo siya, there's a liquid, there's a parang cautiony inside. And then pag pinaga mo siya, magkakaroon siya ng liquid. So yun, that's calabash. Dolefully filled with expressing grief or mournful or sadness. Okay, next. The game. So the game is, it depends on how you will use it in a sentence. In here, in our story, the game is used as an animal hunted for its meat. So it's not game for typical game. Next one is cordially, in a warm or friendly way. Cordially. peep, look quick, parang tinignan mo lang siya. Sinilip mo. Vizier is a high-ranking political advisor or minister in the Muslim world. Okay. Now that we already unlocked the difficulties on vocabularies, I hope all of you enlighten, and I hope all of you can understand the selection we're about to read. Okay, please have your copies with you and follow after me. Okay, with your eyes on me. Okay, here goes. Ang gagawin natin so that you can understand clearly, Ilocano ko siya or Tagalog ko yung mga meaning. Okay. The Ape, the Snake, and the Lion, a Tanzanian folktale. Long, long ago, there lived in a village called Kijiji, a woman whose husband died, living with her with a little baby boy. She worked hard all day to get food for herself and child, but they lived very poorly and were most of the time half-starved. When the boy, whose name was Mulana, began to get big, he said to his mother one day, "Mother, we are always hungry. What work did my father do to support us?" His mother replied, "Your father was a hunter. He set traps and we ate what he caught in them." So, yung story natin, nagtatakbo na siya doon sa family, which is the main character is Muvlana. Muvlana has a father who is deceased. Pag sabing deceased na, patay na siya, yung tatay niya. So, yung mga nakukuha daw nila, nakukuha ni father niya as a hunter sa kinakain nila, yung mga meat niya. Yung meat ng nakukuha niya, is, for example, game. Yung sinabi niya dito, game, di ba? Ginamit siya as a animal hunted for its meat. "Oh ho," said Mulana. "That's not work." Sabi, hindi yan trabaho, sabi niya. "That's fun. I too will set traps and see if we can get enough to eat." Okay, siya din daw gagawin niya kasi nga gutom na sila. They are hungry already. So, ang ginawa ni Mulana is siya naman daw yung gagawa ng paraan para magkaroon sila ng kakainin, which is mag-hunt din siya, gaya ng tatay niya. The next day, he went into the forest and cut branches from the trees and returned home in the evening. The second day, he spent making the branches into traps. The third day, he twisted coconut fiber into ropes. The fourth day, he set up as many traps as time would permit. The fifth day, he set up the remainder of the traps. So, si Muvlana dito is parang siyang responsible siya na bata. Kasi iniisip niya kung syempre yung nanay niya is wala nang makain, silang dalawa malakain, madiskarte siya. Gawa na siya ng paraan kung ano yung magagawa niya, madiskarte niya, yun ang ginawa niya. So, he went to the forest, tapos nag-set siya ng trap. The sixth day, he went to examine the traps and they had caught so much game. Marami siya nahuli. Beside what they needed for themselves, that he took a great quantity to the big town of Ongoha. Ibig sabihin, nakatrap daw siya ng more than sa pangangailangan nila. So, ibig sabihin nun, yung kalahati or yung mga excess, kinuha niya at binenta niya doon sa Ohongalha, where he sold it and bought corn and other things. Binili niya ng mga ibang bagay, especially corn. And the house was full of food. And as this good fortune continued, he and his mother lived very comfortably. Okay na sila. But after a while, when he went to his traps, he found nothing in them day after day. So, can I ask a question coming from you guys? Miss Lyra Alexis. Sa tingin mo, okay, good morning. Okay, dun sa binasa natin na selection, ano yung pinapahiwatig ng story kung saan si Mulana is pinapahiwatig ng buhay kung saan masagana ka ngayon at saka bukas hindi mo alam kung ano mangyayari. Parang give a reflection. Ano ba yung sinasabi niya sa buhay natin?
Enjoy life to the fullest because you don't know what will tomorrow bring.
Correct. Very good. Ganon. So, yung buhay natin, hindi natin alam what will happen the next day, the day after today, ganon, hindi natin alam. So, let us enjoy ourselves here. And then, sabi nga dun sa nabasa ko, sabi niya, enjoy your life. Sabi niya, but make sure and note that God will judge you. Gawin mo yung gusto mong gawin ngayon, but at the end of the day, God will judge you what you did. Okay. One morning, however, he found that an ape had been caught in one of the traps, and he was about to kill it when it said, "Son of Adam, I am Neani, the ape. Do not kill me. Take me out of this trap and let me go. Save me from the rain that I may come and save you from the sun someday." First, ano yung nakot niya? Mr. Perez? The first day, ano yung nakot niya? Mr. Gia Perez?
Sir,
Good morning. Ano yung nakot ni Mulana no first day?
sir, yung ape.
An ape. So what is an ape?
Sir, a kind of monkey, sir.
Again?
Monkey po.
Yes, that's a
Monkey po
monkey.
talaga.
Yes. Yes, correct. So Mulana took him out of the trap and let him go. Nakiusap yung ape. Sabi niya, kapag pinakawalan mo ako, tutulungan din kita kapag kinailangan mo yung tulong ko. So na-convince si Mulana at inirelease niya yung ape na si, what is the name of the ape? Miss Balikaw? Sorry. Miss Sobramonte, what's the name of the ape?
Sir Ni?
Nayani. Okay. Ibig sabihin you're following me. I'm just checking if you're following me. When Nayani had climbed up in a tree, he sat on a branch and said to the youth, Miss Sobramonte, can you read what the ape said?
Sir, yung sa may do not kill me?
Yes. Yung sinabi nung Nayani.
Son of Adam, I am Niani, the ape. Do not kill me. Take me out of this trap and let me go. Save me from the rain that I may come and save you from the sun someday.
Continue.
So Mulana took him out of the trap and let him go. When Niani had climbed up in a tree, he sat on a branch and said to the youth, For your kindness, I will give you a piece of advice. Believe me, men are all bad. Never do a good turn for a man. If you do, he will do you harm at the first opportunity.
Do you believe on that? What Nayani said to Mulana? Okay, Mr. Tyrone.
Sir,
Yes. Do you believe na masasama yung tao? Sabi niya. Do not believe on them. Yes?
Sir, pwede, pero yung iba, sir, hindi naman ganun.
Hindi ganun na.
Kasama, sir.
Okay. Please continue the second day, Mr. Tyro.
Sir.
The second day, can I read?
Sir, Mivula na found a snake in the same trap. He started to the village to give the alarm. But the snake shouted, "Come the village, the snake, let me out of this trap. I pray you, save me from the rain today, that I may be able to save you from the sun tomorrow. If you should be in a need of help." So the youth let him go. And as he went, he said, I will return your kindness if I can. But do not trust any man. If you do him a kindness, he will do you an injury in return at the first opportunity.
Okay, thank you.
Sir.
What did you notice about what Nayani said and the snake said? They are the same.
Same
The
advice,
same
sir.
advice, yes. They have the same advice. They have the same piece of advice to Nia Lana. So, okay, let us continue the third day. Miss Pascual. Miss Pascual, the third day. Kindly continue.
Sir, sino?
Abigail Pascual. She cannot hear me. Okay. Mr. Gia Perez. Kindly continue the third day.
The third day, Mula na found a lion in the same trap that had caught the ape and the snake, and he was afraid to go near it. But the lion said, "Don't run away. I am Simba Kong, with a very old lion. Let me out of this trap and I will not hurt you. Save me from the rain that I may save you from the sun. If you should need help, Sumula na believe him and let him out of the trap." And Simba Kong, way before going his way, said, "Son of Adam, you have been kind to me, and I will repay you with the kindness if I can. But never do a kindness to a man, or he will pay you back with unkindness."
Okay, thank you. Okay. Did you notice, class, that the animals that had been caught by Mulana have the same piece of advice to Mulana?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, let us find out why. Okay, the next day, a man was caught in the same trap. Okay, man na yung nakot niya, hindi na animal. The next day, a man was caught in the same trap, and when the youth released him, he repeatedly assured him that he would never forget the service he had done in restoring his liberty and saving his life. Well, it seemed that he had caught all the game that could be taken in traps, and Mulana and his mother were hungry every day. So, naging hunger na sila, nagugutom na sila kasi pinapakawalan ni Mulana yung mga nakakot niyang game. Especially the ape, the lion, the snake, lahat pinakawalan niya. Kaya yun, ang problema nila, wala na silang kakainin. At last, he said to his mother one day, "Mother, make me 7 cakes of a little meal we have left, and I will go hunting with my bow and arrows." So she baked him the cakes, and he took them and his bow and arrows and went into the forest. Magsisimula ng adventure niya. The youth walk and walk, but see no game. And finally, he found that he had lost his way and had eaten all his cakes but one. Miss John Louis Bersamina, please continue.
The youth walked and walked, but could see no game, and finally he found that he had lost his way and had eaten all his cakes but one. And he went on, not knowing whether he was going away from his home or towards it, until he came to the wildest and most desolate-looking wood he had ever seen. He was so wretched and tired that he felt he must lie down and die, when suddenly he heard someone calling him, and looking up he saw Niani, the ape, who said, "Son of Adam, where are you going?" "I don't know," replied Mulana. Suddenly, "I'm lost." "Well, well," said the ape, "don't worry. Just sit down here and rest yourself until I come back, and I will repay with kindness the kindness you once showed me." Then Niani went away off to some gardens and stole a whole lot of ripe pawpaws and bananas, and brought them to Mulana, and said, "Here's plenty of food for you. Is there anything else you want? Would you like a drink?" And before the youth could answer, he ran off with a calabash and brought it back full of water.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I will go back after 5 minutes kasi meron na tayong 10 minutes. Mag-out tayo ng time ng 10 minutes, but I will continue. Magko-call ako ulit after 5 minutes. So, mag-stop na tayo after 10 minutes kasi. First, nung nandun na siya sa forest and then he saw the ape. Ay, yung ape pala, sorry. Yung ape yung nakakita sa kanya na parang pagod na siya and then parang hindi niya na alam yung gagawin niya. Sabi yung ape sa kanya, sabi niya, "Son of Adam, tinulungan mo ako nun, tutulungan din kita." Parang, "Gutom ka ba?" sabi niya. Pinakain niya, and then the calabash, which is what is calabash means? When you say the calabash?
Papaya.
No, it's not papaya. It's, we already,
An evergreen tropical American tree.
okay. Okay. So yung ginawa niya, hindi pa na kayo nagtataka what is a calabash, and then sabi niya, pinainom niya, nagdala siya ng calabash and then pinainom niya. Yung calabash ay isang fruit. Paano niya iinumin? So a calabash is, pag sinabi, para siyang buko, and then pag hinati mo siya sa gitna, meron siyang parang cushiony dun sa loob, or parang alam niyo yung sa loob ng ang tawag doon, ng prutas na basta cushiony dun sa loob, and then pag pinagyan mo siya, magkakaroon siya ng juice. So yun ang pinainom sa kanya. And then after that, nagkahiwalay na sila, and Mulana continued na naglakad toward ay palayo kay ape. When Mulana had walked a great deal farther with finding which way he should go, he met Simba Kong, who asked, "Where are you going, son of Adam?" And the youth answered, as dolefully as before, "I don't know, I'm lost," sabi niya. "Come, cheer up," and said very old lion, "and rest yourself here a little. I want to repay with kindness today the kindness you showed me on a former day." So Mulana sat down. Simba Kong went away, but soon returned with some game had caught, and then he brought some fire, and the young man cooked the game and ate it. When he had finished, he felt a great deal better. And they bade each other goodbye for the present, and each went his way. The first na-encounter niya si ape. The second is the lion. And both silang dalawa is ibinalik nila yung kindness na binigay ni Mulana sa kanila nung natrap sila. The next one is that after he had traveled another very long distance, the youth came to the farm and was met by a very, very old woman who said to him, "A stranger, my husband has been taken very sick and I am looking for someone to take him some medicine. Won't you make it?" But he answered, "My good woman, I am not a doctor. I am a hunter and never used medicine in my life. I cannot help you," sabi niya. When he came to the road leading to the principal city, he saw a well with a bucket standing near it, and he said to himself, "That's just what I want. I'll take a drink of nice well water. Let me see if the water can be rich." And he peeped over the edge of the well to see if the water was high enough. What should he behold but a great big snake, which directly it saw him and said, "Son of Adam, wait a moment." Then it came out of the well and said, "How don't you know me?" Sabi niya, the third one na nakamit niya is the snake. Sabi niya, "Hindi mo ba ako nakikilala?" Samulana gave Neoka the little bug. Well, well, said the snake. "I could never forget you. I am Neoka, whom you released from the trap. You know, I said, 'Save me from the rain, and I will save you from the sun.' Now, you are a stranger in the town to which you are going. Therefore, hand me your little bag, and I will place in it the things that will be of use to you when you arrive there." So Muvlana gave Neoka the little bag, and he filled it with change of gold and silver, and told him to use them freely for his own benefit. Then they parted very cordially. When the youth reached the city, the first man he met was he whom he had released from the trap. So, yung pang-apat na na-meet niya is yung human na tinulungan niya, which is magkakaroon ng sense yung mga advice or the piece of advice ng mga animal sa kanya. Magkakaroon na ng sense. Let us dig into it. When the youth reached the city, the first man he met was he whom he had released from the trap, who invited him to go home with him, which he did, and the man's wife made him supper. As soon as he could get away unobserved, the man went to the Sultan and said, "There is a stranger come to my house with a bag full of chains of silver and gold, which he says he got from a snake that lives